well as everything. We will be looking and we will be developing the product. All those things we will be discussing with respect to this particular cycle. That means that intelligence is also important. Simply if you have money, if you invest, it is no use. Along with that, you need to have an intelligence. Intelligence is nothing but how you are going to maintain. So for example, many times I used to tell you that whenever we need to set up the startup companies, there is a lot of difference between the entrepreneur and an employee. Employee work is go to the company, work, come back to the home. That's all. So the entrepreneur means from the starting till the ending, he has to take care each and everything. You should know the information. So in that particular case, intelligence matters there. In this particular case, BIDM life cycle, the nature of the life and the business, how you will be growing, and how the information is the lifeblood of the business. That means that we are going to make a survey with the past 5 years or past 10 years, and we will be taking the experience with respect to the other guys, with respect to that particular business or that particular product, all those things. And afterwards, we will be start working. There are They use many techniques for understanding their environment and predicting the future of their own benefit and their growth. When whenever we want to invest the amount, all those things, we will be looking with respect to one thing, that is nothing but a profit. Along with the profit, the organization also should grow. Along with the organization is growing, all parallelly, you should also grow. This is what the things we will be discussing with respect to techniques part. One own data can be a most effective teacher. So that means that most of the cases they used to tell you that see other person experience and learn. Don't think that that particular experience let comes to me. Don't wait till that particular time. That means that you have to see the others experience and you need to learn. You should not wait until that particular experience comes to me. The organization should gather the data, shift it, analyze, mine, insight, and embed those insights with the operating procedure. So there are two, in this particular case, we will be discussing with respect to your decision type. In the decision types, you will be having two types. One is strategic decision and one more is operational decision. So both the decisions are okay. Whatever the, so in this particular decision, once again, okay. There are two types of decision. One is strategic decision and one more is operational decision. Strategic decisions are the direction which is company. The decision to reach out the new customer set would be a strategic customer. That means that in the strategic decision we will be looking with respect to all the 360-degree. That means that for example, whatever the existing user you are going to get, we should not interact only with respect to existing customers or with respect to your existing user. We have to think out of the scope. Out of the scope means you have to make some advertisement or you need to make some marketing. Afterwards you need to get the new customers or with respect to the new clients, all those things. So that is what the strategic decision. Strategic decision means we need to look with respect to the direction of the company. The decision has to reach out to the new customer. New customer means whatever the existing customers you are going to get. Along with that, we need to set up with the new customers to sell your product, all those things. In the strategic decision making, the goal itself may or may not be clear. Same it is to reach the path the goal. For example, before writing your examination, 8 examination, you will be thinking that I want to get passed. That's all. In your mind, you will be having I need to get passed. Once the result arises, you will be thinking that yes, I would have been tried much more harder. I would have been get distinction. If it would have been tried hard, I would have been get some other good marks. That means that whatever the conclusion you are going to expect is passing marks. That's all. Whenever the passing marks arises, you will be thinking that first much more effective I'm going to put. That is what is your goal is you will be clearing the three subjects. That is what you will be goal you will be having. Once you are going to clear the goal, you will be thinking that if I'm going to put some more hard work, I would have been got FCD or FC, all those things. BI can help with what if analysis of many possible scenarios you are going to make, how you are going to think, how you are going to make the new ideas. So how you are going to analyze, everything will be coming. Operational decision means only we will be focusing on your efficiency. So we will be whatever the old websites you are going to get. If you see the college website, old website only, but they have added some additional features for that particular feature. So updating an old website with a new feature will be an operational decision, which can be more efficient using the analysis of a past data. The system it can be created with the more domain. How you are going to improve the operational decisions in the future. Next, we will be discussing with respect to the few tools with respect to your business intelligence. There are varieties of software tools is there, and along with the techniques is there to provide the managers with the informations and insight to run the business. That means that you will be having a certain tools, you will be having a certain techniques. So technique in terms of algorithms. So you can make use of few algorithms, all those things. How effectively you are going to calculate. Okay. So in this particular case, BI tool, which mainly includes with your data warehousing and online analytical processing, social media, analytics, reporting, dashboard, querying, data mining, these are the two we will be included. So most of the case where we will be using, most of the cases we are almost we will be using in your industries. So to finally you also need to upgrade with respect to the tools what we will be using. These are the few applications we will be discussing with respect to your BI, that is retail, telecom, customer relationship management, healthcare, wellness, education, banking, financial sector, insurance, manufacturing, public sector. In depth we will be discussing what is this retail, how we are going to perform the operation, what is this telecom, how we are going to perform customer, manufacturing, healthcare, education, everything in depth we will be discussing. So the next part what we will be discussing is data warehousing. So data warehousing is nothing but it is a collection of integrated or the subject oriented database design to support your decision support function. Generally what we will be looking in this particular data warehousing means we will be applying your database concept, that is your RDBMS concept or SQL concept or PSQL concept. Finally whatever the output you are going to get, you need to get in terms of report. Report means in terms of queries you will be writing the this one. For example, in your C program you can't write your SQL program. In your SQL programming you can't write your C programming. So generally finally we will be creating one particular report. For that particular report we will be writing a queries and we will be analyzing whether whatever the queries you have written, whether it is satisfied with respect to the customer, and finally we will be developing the product. DW offers many business and technical benefits. So DW supports business reporting and data mining activities. So it can facilitate a distributed access to update the business knowledge for the department and the function. Basically, we will be discussing with respect to how the business efficiency you are going to perform and what are the customer services you will be providing. So it can present a competitive advantages for the decision making with respect to your business process. So it enables the corporate data, the data should be clean, everything we will be looking. And also with respect to the time, information, how we are going to access an user and end user to perform an extensive analysis. These are how this is what how we are going to design with respect to your data warehousing. Before designing your data warehousing, first you should know whatever the report you have created, whether the report is satisfied to the customer. Either it may be your effective ways or what data you are going to consider, whether it can be your qualitative or whether it may be your quantitative. When it comes to the variables part also, you have to look with respect to the whether dependent variable or independent variable. These are the few characteristics or these are the few things we will be looking. So first is subject oriented, next is integrated, time variant, non-volatile, summarized, not normalized, metadata, near time, and write time. This is what the architecture we will be using. This is what one question I given for important questions. So data warehousing architecture will be getting 4 important key words, that is your data source operations or data transformation, data mart or data warehouse, or accessing the user and the application. Generally, we will be looking with respect to the in this particular each field or in each element how we are going to perform the operation. For example, whenever we used to develop any software, all those things, we will be dividing into 4 things. One is requirement, design, implementation, and finally testing. Like that, in this particular case also, first what are the basic things you want, and what are the suppliers you want, what the customer you want, what are the fundings you want, and proposal if you want, right, for the government companies, proposals you will be writing. That means that basic things you will be looking with respect to your data source. Transformation means we are going to perform the operation, how we are going to select the data, how we are going to extract the data, how we are going to compute the data, and how we are going to load the data. Everything comes under your transformation part. Next is data mart or the warehouse. So in this particular case, one data mart for each department. So we'll be having whole entrepreneur. So it's going to process. Finally, accessing user and application means it will be sending to the customer app. So in this particular case, the first element is a data source. We will be providing the raw data. Second is nothing but your transformation. Transformation is nothing but operation. Third is regularly and accurately we are going to load the data. Fourth is nothing but we are going to analyze and we will be delivering insight and benefits to the customers or the users. So in depth they have discussed. Next is the data mining, gathering and selecting the data. So data cleaning and preparation. So in this particular case, so we will be checking the quality of the data, whether you are going to get the kind of garbage in or garbage out. We will be checking. For example, if you have all the old document in your system, what you are going to do, you are going to delete. Once you are going to delete that one, automatically it will be in your recycle bin. Recycle bin, you will be having that content. Just like your dustbin, whatever the things you don't want, we will be putting in your dustbin. Like that, in your recycle bin, whatever the things which is not useful or which is not used, we will be putting in your recycle bin. So next, in this particular case, how you are going to react with respect to your social media or with respect to your public source, how you are going to make a transformations, everything we will be looking into in the data cleaning and preparation. So output, finally we will be getting in terms of regression analysis. So these are the possible cases. So these are the various techniques in the data mining. What is supervised learning and unsupervised learning. In the supervised learning, you will be looking with respect to machine learning techniques as well as your statistics technique. So for example, what are the things we will be discussing in this particular case means we will be discussing decision trees, artificial neural network, regressions, all those things. In the unsupervised learning, we will be using certain machine learning techniques also, which we are going to learn is cluster analysis, association rule, mining. These are the things we will be discussing. Decision tree. So possible cases you are going to get. This is what regression. Regression is nothing but a statistic concept we will be discussing. Mathematical statistics. ANN is artificial neural network. Data mining techniques, which is mainly used in your computer. Input weight activation function. Next is the cluster. Cluster means whatever the data you are going to generate, that we are going to form a group, and in that particular group the data will be performing the operation. So it will be performing based on your k-means technique. We will be using one particular technique called k-means technique, in which the user is going to select the right number of clusters from the data. The output, how you are going to get the output means we will be having one particular group. In that particular group, inside we will be forming a centroid. That whatever the centroid, what centroid is nothing but initial data. What data you are going to insert, from that particular data we will be plotting the values. Association rule, two few tools is there. Generally Excel, IP, SPSS model. practices. Next is the data visualization. Many times I told you that whenever you are going to prepare your PPT for your project or your seminar, content, whatever the content is there, don't put too much of text in that particular content. Try to represent in terms of the figures. For example, you can write it as activity diagram or sequence diagram or a data flow diagram, whatever it may be. That means that whatever the third party, they are going to see your report automatically by seeing the diagram. They have to understand your project, what is your input, what is your output, what you are going to perform the operation. Like that, in this particular data visualization also, whatever the data they are going to prepare, the reports you are going to generate in terms of graphs or in terms of charts. So first is your line graph. We will be, depending on your x, depending on y variable, we will be plotting. Next, you can plot scatter plot. Bar graph, you will be having stacked bar graph, histograms, pie chart, box chart, bubble graph, dials like your speed dials in the cars. You are going to find this particular thing. This is weather report, that is geographical data maps. These are the various steps. See, this is with respect to your third module. What we will be discussing with respect to third module is the decision tree, data warehousing, and data mining concept. So already I have sent you. Already I have sent you the important questions for your IA. You can go through that one. One more assignment and one more quiz I am going to upload this week in the MS team, so that from Monday onwards your IA, okay, important questions for your IA I given, notes, everything, materials I given, start studying, okay. And one more thing I want to tell you, that for whenever you're going to study for your examination, don't just give more priority to your previous year question paper. That means that only don't study your previous year question paper and you go to the examination. Study everything. I'll repeat once again, whenever you're going to study for your examination, what